Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to All Things Social Security. I am Stephanie Joy, the attorney at Joy Disability. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you enjoy the video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. So Civil says the SSA and the DHS need to integrate. I uploaded stuff. Is that your is that your state? I think you're talking about your state DDS. I'm looking at DHS. I'm like, Department of Homeland Security. So your state DDS, which is your state disability, whatever agency they throw it under, yours is DHS. I uploaded stuff that the DHS, I don't think you mean DDS, sent me to the SSA website. LOL, we got that part straightened out. Well, you can do that. Would make sense if the two systems were somehow interlinked. I'm not sure which part you're talking about. I think there's a lot of things they could be doing about connectivity and stuff. And I know that we can see in our clients' files whether some third party sent in a report. I believe you still can't, right? And it would be kind of nice if you guys could see the same thing we see. I don't know if I necessarily need my clients to all see it because gosh forbid they start like wanting me to explain everything in there for them because I'm not doing it. Do your own research, figure it out. That's not my job. And we're not going to take the time to do that. But for pro se, so maybe it would be like, well, whoever's in charge of the case, if you're pro se, then you have access. If you're got a rep, then the rep. Maybe they would do it that way, or maybe they would say both. I don't know. But I do think as a pro se, it would really be invaluable. And it's not like the DDS has to return your call if you ask stupid questions or anything. You know what I mean? Like if you say, I'm just looking at online and I'm trying to figure out which one is a third party. I'm not sure. Is it this one? Blah, blah, blah. Like, do you think they should be calling you back to tell you that? Obviously not. They're not there to educate you. They're there to adjudicate your case. And I know you're not saying that they are civil, but just throwing it out there for other people. Civil Chick says fusions fix you. Well, that's good. Talking about back fusions, right? Virginia says, "Aw, girl, that's very sweet. You're very, very kind." I'm telling you, filters and makeup. I don't wear too much makeup on my skin, but the filters help, without a doubt. I think without them, it would be so distracting. It would just be like, I can't be talking to people who are getting the gag reflex, it just wouldn't be right. So, rocking chair warrior. Hi, rocking. Good, another 58-year-old. We are just all like this big sister brotherhood going on today. We were all womb mates once upon a time in different wombs. So that would be like housemates, right? I'm 58. I heard there are 2 different CRs. I have only seen the short form. Is there a specific reason? What do you mean by CR? Do you mean CDR? I think you mean CDR. Yeah, the short form means that you are probably not expected to improve enough to go back to work. So that's good for your sanity. Then there's the long form, which is pretty much like the entire 3368, that you did when you started, when you applied. And probably function reports going to get tossed in there and all that. So, yepper. So one has to do with medical improvement expected, but you have a chance to show it didn't. And one of them is medical improvement not expected. Mine, MINE, and that's probably you, rocking. So they took a recognition that maybe your kind of impairments are not the ones that will re-heal themselves, etc. They'll still check to see and ask you, so you can come clean if it did, but they're not going to. They believe it's not going to happen. You're in a pretty good place as long as you don't blow it.